It is 2:47 a.m. Monkey is not sleeping. Monkey is learning. At least that's what Monkey would call it if anyone asked. The screen glows. The playlist is titled Complete Python Bootcamp 2024, Zero to Hero. Monkey is on video 3 of 112. There are 17 other tabs open. One of them is a Reddit thread titled, Is Python Even Worth Learning Anymore? Another is a YouTube video called 10 Signs You're Secretly a Genius. Monkey has not opened the code editor once, but Monkey has saved 46 videos to watch later. And here's the thing. Monkey feels great, productive, efficient, like a person who is going somewhere. Monkey is not going anywhere. Monkey is sitting in the exact same place Monkey sat 6 hours ago, except now it's almost 3 a.m., and the only new skill Monkey has acquired is the ability to identify which productivity YouTubers have the best background lighting. So, what happened? Monkey wanted to learn. Monkey had the time. Monkey had the internet, the largest library in human history, available for free at all hours in every language, and Monkey spent 6 hours inside it and walked out knowing nothing. Monkey isn't lazy. Monkey isn't stupid. Monkey is trapped. And the trap has a name, the algorithm. Here's the thing about Monkey's brain. It's very old. Not old like needs updates old. Old like built for a completely different world old. In the jungle, Monkey's learning worked in one specific way. Monkey sees another monkey open a coconut. Monkey tries to open a coconut. Monkey fails. Monkey adjusts. Monkey eventually opens the coconut and eats it. That's it. That's the whole system. Action, consequence, feedback, adjustment. It's elegant, it's fast, it works. What Monkey's brain was not built for is watching a 14-minute video of someone else opening coconuts and thinking that counts. But that's exactly what Monkey does now. Monkey watches someone code a web app. Monkey watches someone explain machine learning. Monkey watches someone draw, solve calculus, speak Mandarin, deadlift 300 pounds. And Monkey's brain, ancient and trusting, receives all of this and says, yes, good, we are doing well. Here is some dopamine. Monkey feels like a coconut opener. Monkey has never touched a coconut. Psychologists call this the illusion of competence. The brain confuses exposure to information with actual acquisition of skill. Watching is processed as a version of doing. Not the same, but close enough to trigger the reward. And the algorithm knows this. The algorithm has known this longer than Monkey has. The algorithm is not a villain. Let's be very clear about that. The algorithm is not sitting in a dark room twirling a mustache, plotting Monkey's downfall. The algorithm doesn't care about Monkey at all. That's actually the point. The algorithm has one job: keep Monkey on the screen, not teach Monkey, not help Monkey grow. Just keep the eyes open and the finger scrolling. Think of it like a waiter, but a waiter who has studied every meal Monkey has ever ordered, every dish Monkey pushed away half-eaten, every time Monkey ordered dessert, even though Monkey said Monkey was on a diet. This waiter knows exactly what to bring before Monkey even opens the menu. And everything it brings is delicious. And none of it is what Monkey actually came in for. Monkey opened YouTube to learn HTML. The algorithm said, okay, HTML tutorial, good start. Then, common beginner mistakes. Then, is HTML even a real skill anymore? Then, web developer salaries in 2025. Then, the best laptops for developers. Then, a cat walking across a keyboard and accidentally launching a website. Monkey watched the cat video 3 times. Algorithm wins. And here's why algorithm always wins. It studies Monkey with more attention than any teacher ever has. Every pause, every rewind, every skip, the algorithm records it. Every time Monkey replays a funny moment, the algorithm updates its model. Monkey likes humor. Every time Monkey skips the slow theoretical section, the algorithm concludes, Monkey hates depth. So it stops offering depth. It starts offering faster, shinier, more immediately satisfying content. Quick, easy, dopamine dense. Monkey ends each session feeling full. Monkey has not been fed. Monkey has been snacked. The result is the loop of fake learning. Monkey finishes the week and reports to no one in particular. I watched 10 hours of coding tutorials. It gets worse. The online feedback systems, the quizzes, the progress bars, the little animations that celebrate completing a module are designed for completion. not understanding. Monkey clicks through the quiz, gets it wrong. Clicks different answers until the green check mark appears. Algorithm says, lesson complete. Monkey learned nothing. But Monkey felt the satisfaction of finishing, and the brain filed it under. Skills acquired. Monkey is not building a skill set. Monkey is collecting check marks. Wait, actually, this is where it gets interesting. Because Monkey isn't just addicted to learning. Monkey is addicted to the feeling of being someone who learns. There's a difference. The algorithm figured this out early. Feeling tired? Here's a video that will change your life. Feeling ambitious? Here's how someone made $10,000 a month. Feeling like a fraud? Here is the secret habit of every successful person. Monkey watches. Dopamine rises. Monkey does nothing. Dopamine drops. Monkey watches another one. Monkey is not chasing knowledge. Monkey is chasing the chemical state that motivation content produces. And that state lasts about 4 minutes. Then Monkey needs another hit. The algorithm has a whole pharmacy. Eventually, Monkey's brain stops asking, "What did I learn today?" and starts asking, "What should I watch next?" to feel better about not learning. The goal has shifted without Monkey noticing. Monkey is no longer trying to become a coder. Monkey is trying to feel like a coder. These are not the same thing. One requires building something. The other just requires a good playlist. If you're thinking, okay, but that's not really me, Monkey was thinking the same thing. At 2:47 a.m., with 17 tabs open, here's what Monkey does next. Monkey stops. Not forever. Just long enough to ask one question. What am I actually trying to build? Not watch, not explore, not get into. Build. One answer, one thing, one page, one script, one design. Monkey writes it down somewhere that is not a YouTube comment. Then Monkey closes the recommendations, disables autoplay, treats the internet like a library with a very strict checkout policy. One book at a time, return it before you get another. Monkey is no longer browsing. Monkey is searching. There is a difference between those two activities that the algorithm has spent years erasing. Then Monkey does the uncomfortable thing. Monkey opens the editor. Monkey writes the first line. It breaks. Monkey doesn't watch a video about why it broke. Monkey reads the error. Monkey Googles the specific error. Not how to code better, not tips for beginners. The specific 7-word error message in the console. Monkey fixes it. Monkey writes the second line. This is not fun in the way watching is fun. There's no dopamine spike at the start. There's frustration and resistance and the strong urge to open a new tab. But here's what's on the other side of that frustration. An actual thing that works. And the brain's response to making an actual thing that works is completely different from its response to watching someone else make one. It's slower to arrive. It's much harder to fake. And it doesn't require another hit in 4 minutes. Before we get to the last step, drop a comment and tell me, what's the last thing you saved to watch later that you still haven't watched? Go ahead. I'll wait. The last step is the strangest one. Once Monkey starts really doing, not watching as doing, the algorithm starts to panic. Where did Monkey go? Why isn't Monkey clicking? Then Monkey comes back and searches for something specific, watches it all the way through, takes a note, searches for a follow-up. The algorithm receives these signals and does what it always does, optimizes. Except now, it's optimizing for a different Monkey. It starts suggesting deeper content, longer lectures, more technical tutorials, because that's what this Monkey clicks now. Monkey didn't escape the algorithm. Monkey trained it. And this is the part that nobody puts in the motivational video. You cannot opt out. The algorithm runs the internet, but the algorithm also runs on your behavior. It gives you what you click, not what you need. It has no idea what you need. Only you know that. Which means the only real question is whether your clicks and your needs are pointed in the same direction. Monkey closes the laptop, opens a blank file, writes one line. It breaks. Monkey doesn't watch a video.